Hanjo. How you doing, guys? Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, they paved. Finally paved here. Looks nice. I'm always a little leery about riding on fresh pavement. I'm actually holding my breath a little because I'm fogging up the visor. What's going on? It is getting chilly here. Yeah, I got my vents closed. So now I'm dealing with, you know, visor fog. Well, hot air's coming from somewhere in this helmet. I don't know where. Yeah, I got my mesh on and I'm feeling it. That is for sure. It is chilly. I'm gonna drive by my favorite tree of the fall so far. It's this little guy. Yeah, he looks better in the morning. A little bit windy, but he started first. And it was just a riot of color, and made a nice little private pile of leaves at the base of the trunk. It was a perfect little scene. If you painted it, somebody would have said, no, that's not realistic. That tree's too perfect. Trees aren't that perfect. But you know what? That one was. Well, given a little time, though, it's looking just like all the other trees. So it goes. Yeah, I had a real nice shout out from Eric of Kraken's Garage and Adventures the other day. Much appreciative. Eric has a channel. Eric as a guy is he's a human I respect quite a bit. And yeah, we never met in person, but you know, hope someday, I gotta slow down here, to change all that. So yeah, some of you guys are actually here from his channel, so yeah, welcome. You're probably not going to enjoy my channel. Statistics show that about 1 in 20,000 people that view it actually like what I do. So anyhow, this is all I do. I talk a little bit, but I wanted to give a couple of updates real quick for some of you guys who are new. Yeah, I'm riding just outside of the city of Boston. About 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to 4.5 hours, depending on traffic. You know, that's just the way it is around here. Famous for our, what are we famous for? The temper? Did I say temper? I meant bad roads, traffic. Well, I got some cool, old for this country stuff. You know, dating back to the 1600s. But you know what? We got some much older dating back to this this land stuff as well. Because as you know, this area in the East Coast has been inhabited, you know, by people for 10,000 years or so. And yeah, the city I was born in, which is Quincy. You can look it up on a map, Quincy. You know, you look right across the little harbor there, right across Quincy Bay, and you get a beautiful view of the skyline of Boston. But that's been, yeah, inhabited, yeah, thousands of years. So yeah, plenty of fine people walking this continent. And then other people came and kind of changed the dynamics in quite a dramatic and unfortunate in some ways fashion. But you know, that's where I am. It's a mixture of stuff. Some of you guys, in other parts of the world, you know, you see 1600s and you're like, that is not old. Yeah, I got a cat from the 1600s. You know what I mean? But yeah, around here, if you see a sign of something from the 1600s, that's pretty old for here. But if you are conscientious and pay attention, you know, there's evidence of people far earlier than that. So it's a good place to live, aside from the potholes, the traffic, the attitude. Sometimes it wears a little thin. I'll tell you something though, our accent, which I don't really have. My mom was from Syracuse, New York, my dad was from just outside of Boston, so I kind of got in the middle here. I don't have an accent either way that I know of. Maybe I do. My wife says sometimes I do. But yeah, where was I going with that? Yes, there's hang on. So I'm just trying to pay attention here. That's the problem. A lot of soft sand and stuff. Yeah, so our accent around here predominantly, you know, the stereotypical pakyaka, that kind of, that's real, but there's a lot of accents in Boston, really. There's your stereotypical one, but there's a lot of accents that you get to know when you live around here. You could tell somebody who's from Dorchester, Hyde Park. You could tell a South Shore kid. You know, there's a lot. There's more than one Boston accent, I'll say. But there's a stereotypical one. I'll tell you, the worst Boston accent you'll ever hear is in a Stephen King movie. Oh, Stephen King movies have notoriously poorly executed New England Boston accents. Really, really bad. Really bad. Accentuating all the wrong parts of the word. You know, we got plenty of actors, right? Just grab someone here, have them act in the movie, for crying out loud. That's all you got to do. We're like Christopher Walken around here. I never acted a day in my life. This is how I talk. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I wanted to give a couple updates here. You know, specifically for Eric's benefit, and maybe you know, some of you guys who are relatively new to following me. But yeah, so I was temporarily, permanently, but now no longer a food service worker. You know, lifting 50-pound boxes of shortening and 50-pound bags of sugar and 50-pound bags of salt and 55-pound bags of wow, I'm totally spacing out big time right now. Yeah, don't mind me. But yeah, there was one product, and I can't believe I'm spacing on it. Has it been that long? That's what work's been like right now. Like, my brain is absolutely, the sponge has been squeezed dry. But yeah, the one bag of stuff was 55 pounds, and it had a weird, eerie, almost like a fleece. When you squeeze it, get a chill, you know, so terrible feeling. And yeah, I don't like that quite a bit. It was a thickener. What am I come on, leave it leave it in the comments here before I get to it. I used as a thickener. It's like a starch, cornstarch. Could it be that easy? Maybe I was thinking beyond the word, maybe. As it happens. So, but yeah, but I'm not doing that anymore, which right now, this time of year, I'm so thankful for, because yeah, we're approaching all of the holidays. So well, we're approaching you know, Indigenous Peoples Day or whatever. I don't really eat pie for that. Yeah, I'll generally wear an orange shirt and just kind of think respectful thoughts about you know, the people who inhabited this area for thousands of years. You know, I like to be respectful of that. And yay, maybe I'll eat a pie. You know, when I have an occasion or something, I like to eat a cannoli, and that's not a stereotype. That's just a fine pastry. I'll say that. Yeah, but I'm down with pies. I made pies for a long time, and when I was working at the pie shop, you know, as a baker and a laborer, man, this time of year is so brutal, because people come in and they're just unreasonable. You know, just complain about everything, or demanding, like, why don't you make this flavor? It's because you're the only knucklehead that buys it. That's why. You know, kind of, it's all day long. And the days, you know, you get there before the sun's up, and you're there well after the sun goes down. It's really, it's work for a young person. It's character building work, you know. And you don't want to do it too long, although some people just kind of get into it and never leave, and you don't make any money. I'll put it that way. You don't make any money. So you should build up your skills and leave. But you know, we had a good boss, and you know, sometimes having a good boss supersedes having a better paycheck. You know, when you know you're going to get to work and you're going to be respected and you know, treated well, yeah, sometimes that is a benefit. You know, you get health benefits. We didn't have health benefits, but you know, people have, you know, various benefits and whatever. But I would say one of the greatest benefits is having a boss with character. But anyhow, I don't do that anymore. You know, so my thumbs thank me. My thumbs are still, they still click all the time, crack all the time. You know, they're sore all the time from crimping thousands of pies a day and stuff like that. So, you know, but I haven't done that for over a year now. Probably, I don't know, year and a half, 18 months. And so what I have been doing is I got an opportunity. So you know that I've been a bass player for a long time, but recently, you know, when I married my wife 11 years ago or whatever, I started attending her church, and the band needed a bass player. And so I was like, hey, I'm a bass player. You know, I could always just kind of hide in the back and lock in with the drummer and have the best seat in the house when it comes to the music. So sure. So that's what I did. And but then recently, I got an opportunity. Hey, what's up, fellas? Old Erastus. I can't stay today. I got stuff I got to do. Watch the gravel here, folks. Yeah. So anyway, what ended up happening was. There was a position that became available, and it's a position called residency. And so what that is, it's a 2-year program. It's like grad school basically, but it's completely hands-on. Like it's a job. And so what the residency is, I work part of my time. I work with the teenagers. Preach a sermon on a Sunday night to the teenagers, help run some youth events and all kinds of activities and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, but it certainly keeps me young. You know, I'm 50 now as of the recording of this, relatively recently, which is, you know, if you know my story, I'm like doubling what I had planned for myself. So hey, 50's awesome. What a privilege. Yeah, so I work with the youth. Also, I'm the point person on the worship team now, so that means I'm out front, you know, on the microphone. And you know, I switched over to acoustic guitar because we have a bass player, and so I've been learning how to play the acoustic guitar, you know, as well as I can. And so that's a part of the job. So I plan that and kind of build the team and give, you know, just kind of build a team each week and a set list. So that's been it's been fun, but it's been more challenging than you might think. I have a bug on my eyelid right now who must have snuck into the helmet. So yeah, it's a bug smasher. He's taunting me. I think a bug has 6 middle fingers. He's probably exhibiting all of them at me right now. Anyhow, yeah, and the other part of the job, there's a lot of planning that just goes into, you know, given the Sunday night talks, a lot of planning and running some small group stuff, and yeah, and then I'm relating and interacting with people throughout the day. So yeah, Sunday's a really big full day. It's my first day of the work week. I work Sunday through Thursday pretty much. And, you know, unless we have a Friday activity or a Saturday activity. And then Friday, you know, I just try to sleep in, honestly. And then drink a little coffee when I wake up. So that's what I've been doing. And at the end of this 2-year residency, we'll have the qualifications. Oh, there's a lot of, like, grad school class type work that I'm doing as well. It's trust me, it's packed. It is a packed gig. And by the time I'm done with it, I should be qualified enough that if so I think that was a tree seed, but it looked like a bug or a bird. Yeah, I should be able to, if a church is looking for a worship leader or a youth pastor or you know, a Swiss Army knife staff member, you know, I have the experience level and the qualifications to do so. So, you know, it's kind of like, hey, you're never too old to try something new, right? So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, Matt the Greeter, I talked too long. This probably got cut off. But if we're still here, hey, care about you. Thanks for tuning in and zoning out and enjoying some of these back roads just outside of Boston. And I will talk to you guys soon. Yeah, stone walls. We got stone walls. And a lot of them are real. Not these posts here, but yeah, rocky soil here. And that's not only is it a fact, it's also a metaphor. We got rocky soil here in more ways than one. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter. Care about you. Bye.